How you doing, Final Wordians? My name is Leeboy. You're listening and watching Leez Final Word. Today we're going to get into a Spider-Man Homecoming video. All right, we're going to do a review. No spoilers in this review. So because of that, and because of what I'm going to give you, you guys need to hit the comment section below, hit that liking button, and don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you stay up on all the latest and greatest when it comes to Lee's Final Word. Let's get into it. Spider-Man Homecoming, all right? Let's talk about some of the characters that are in this movie that you may or may not be familiar with. First and foremost, got to take my hat off to Micael Keaton, all right? Micael Keaton shows to you why he's a phenomenal actor, why he was able to be the first Batman with the Tim Burton series and then come back nowadays and play the Vulture on Spider-Man, okay? He did an excellent job as the Vulture, as a person who, was down on his luck, who was looking out for his fellow crew. And it kind of makes you see why he does what he does. But, as everything, people get obsessed with the nature of what they get into, and he just falls into that role, But as the actor, Micael Keaton doing his thing for the character, Adrian Tomes, he just did a phenomenal job. And I really felt that Micael Keaton really put his best foot forward into this role. Also Tom Holland, of course, the lead character, playing Spider-Man, okay? Now, by him playing the role of Spider-Man, you start to think and compare him to, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and you want him to do just as a good job as they did or even better. And I have to say that because, and given the nature that he's a young kid playing the role of Spider-Man, does a phenomenal job, excellent. I loved it, it fit, it was on par, and I think that this is probably one of the better Spider-Mans we've had. I mean, I do think that Andrew Garfield didn't get a fair shake. I did like it because that's when we started to get the Spider-Man that cracked the jokes, felt more like the comic book. Even though Tobey did a great thing, Tobey will always be the first Spider-Man. He's like, the first guy to really put it on and really, really do it for the movie cinemas. Did a great job. Moving on to Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, as always. It's a natural fit. There's no deviation from Robert Downey Jr., the actor, and Iron Man, the character. They're almost like one and the same because their relations in real life mirror one another. So he did a great job once again as Iron Man. I don't see nobody else playing that role. It's such an iconic role that he's going to be playing, hopefully, for time and foreseeable future. All right. Now moving on to the visual effects of this movie. I would have to say the visuals in this movie is excellent. I like it. The Vulture, the things they do with that character, how they make it come about is excellent. I mean, if you look at the Vulture from the comic book standpoint, that's hideous. That is so hideous. It's so, how can I put this? Silver aged to it's not funny. It just looks really, really atrocious. Trying to basically translate that to modern times, if you did it or kept it the same way from the comic book, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it to be put the way it's supposed to be conveyed to people. You need to see this movie to understand why he does what he does, what the suit and pieces are made out of. It's just, oh man, I'm not even going to give that away. You got to see the movie to understand that. Spider-Man's suit, unlike the other suits that we saw with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, this suit was made by Iron Man. Now, by Iron Man making his suit for Spider-Man, it comes with these enhanced features. It comes with certain things. He also has his own little Siri thing going on inside there, which I thought was a nice twist. We see that Iron Man really plays a father figure role to Peter Parker in the movie. Vulture and Spider-Man is I would say, watching the comic book actually come to life. You actually see these guys battle, you get to see them go head to head, and you get to see it, pretty fluidly throughout the movie. Okay, so the visuals in this movie are definitely up there. You're not going to be disappointed when it comes to visuals and things of that nature. Story, gotta say this. I almost forgot to actually mentally write stuff down, which is kind of hard to do, even though it's a really good movie. It was I was really trying to stay on focus and not get too engulfed in the movie, but I got engulfed and I was just a little kid sitting there watching the movie because I love the way they have this natural flow of the movie of Spider-Man coming into his own. It's a reason. There's also a reason why it's called Homecoming. Things like how Spider-Man is actually tied into Tony Stark. Now, I'm going to give you a little piece of history here. That's right, that kid right there that you see with the mask on, with the Iron Man get up, that little boy, that's actually Peter Parker. Overall, Spider-Man Homecoming lands right up there, if not higher than Wonder Woman. And I have to say, this is very high up there. I would have to give this a 9.8. 9.8, one notch above Wonder Woman, because this movie to me, I really lost myself into the movie. All right. So again, this is definitely a certified movie. If you haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming already, you need to get up and go check it out. Don't check out no spoilers. Don't check out no Easter eggs. Don't do yourself a favor. You can get all of that right after you watch the movie. Go see Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm definitely looking forward to the confirmation that they just released a while ago about they're going to be doing a part 2, which is going to be coming out in the year 2019. So definitely go check out Spider-Man Homecoming. You will not be disappointed. Once again, my name is Leeboy. You've been listening and watching Lee's Final Word. Don't forget to hit the comment section below. Hit that liking button, and don't forget to subscribe for more, right? Make sure you stay up on the notifications so you get all my latest and greatest videos. And again, I'll catch you guys on the next one.